to the God of the Grand Rising, Great Awakening. Yeah, so I really ain't focused on nobody else too much, you know what I'm saying? I'm focused on myself. Um, I'm contemplating like cutting my locks, even though I've been working so hard on them, and they, you know, we love our hair so much, so beautiful, but we go through many transitions in this life, and you don't want to be too attached to things like material things, people, places, things, your body. You know what I'm saying? It's a journey yourself. Um, we in October, we in the Libra season. We're in this season of Ma'at, balance, grounding. You know what I mean? But yeah, fam, like on the real though, it's a whole lot of chaos, man. It's a whole lot of chaos, bro. Um, Shout out to the divine teachers that is teaching. Um, the OGs and the master teachers that is teaching the real. You know what I'm saying? Cause there's a whole lot of fake stuff going on, false prophets, all types of things, and you gotta look in the mirror because on some real talk, like there's it's just a whole lot of extra stuff going on. You know what I mean? Like the knowledge is there, you know, the truth is there for us to see. It's just it comes with all the extra stuff, and it's a spiritual warfare going on. You know, like you still got trafficking going on. You still got abuse going on in the community. You still got lies and deception. You still got all these things going on, and a lot of it, starting to fully realize, comes from, I already knew this, but the 7 deadly sins and your desires and your flesh. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, religious folk don't got it figured out. You know what I'm saying? And we need to be able to express ourselves in many different ways. You feel me? But the most divine thing in these times is semen retention and celibacy, especially to those that have abused that, those that know how to keep their energy in a divine way, their sexual energy and their chi, and, go about that in a divine way. That's fine. I'm not, those is already doing the right thing. I'm not, I'm getting to where you at, you feel me? But as far as the man just busting nuts, and as far as men just having sex with certain women, consistently, you know what I'm saying? I feel that, celibacy is a needed thing. Go celibate for a year, retain your sacred energy for a year, your semen. Other than that, you know, we meant to love on each other, but that's not what's going on in these days and times. It's just lust. And then it's levels to it, because it's not just lust. Then it goes to all these, perverted things within the church and perverted things within the community. And, even it comes to incest, it comes to, slavery, you know what I'm saying? Mental, physical, emotional slavery. And then it comes to the succubus and incubus energies, and then it just trickles down and it gets real wicked. You know what I'm saying? And it's time to rise up. We can't build the temples. We can't build no pyramids. We can't build no mounds. We cannot do anything without discipline. So that is the first thing in order. I slipped up, you know what I'm saying? But I'm I'm authentic enough for myself, cuz I don't give life ain't about other people. Like, it's about other people, but when it comes to you, you got to stop lying to yourself. You got to do this for you. You can't hide from you. You know what I'm saying? So when you on your spiritual journey, you got to keep it real with you. You can't keep it real with everybody else and then don't keep it real with yourself. So we make mistakes, man. We slip up, you know. Some of us, we had children. We had this like along our spiritual path. And that's a can be a load. It's a blessing if you be a man or a woman, a mother and father, and you create that divine union and you actually have a knowledge foundation and build. But if you don't have that, you know what I'm saying, you just bringing more trauma into the world. You just bringing more generational curses into the world. And with all that baggage, trying to talk any type of knowledge in mathematics on top of that is just diabolical. It's not gonna work because your foundation is faulty. So you gotta go back, hear what you need to do, you know what I'm saying? From your childhood, you was a youngin', you was a child jacking off, or you was a child going through certain situations and traumas or whatever. Man, you gotta fix that, you know what I'm saying? And you gotta forgive the people that brought you in this world that fucked up and then wasn't really on a high frequency, you know what I'm saying? And some people brought, man, a lot of these children, man, this is why you, like, it ain't the time to be just doing whatever you want, man. It's the time to really be strong out here and to really face these demons in this realm, because when shit pops off, bro, when shit really goes on, like, if you not ready and protected and your energy ain't right, your chi ain't right, like, you ain't gonna be good for the battle. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be a cosmic battle. It's gonna be a galactic war. But you ain't even gonna be able to get out the firmament. Being be, like the level we on, all us conscious brothers and sisters, a lot of us, we just trying to still be that. And we are gods and goddesses, but a lot of us got some big egos. Everything, that, all I'm saying is we can't be lusting, can't be masturbating, can't be eating meat, you know what I'm saying? That's a big thing too. Like, we can't be eating meat. Because you want to be at the highest thought wave, you're gonna be putting what you need into your avatar. And then we can't be just it's whole lot of discipline that comes with it. It's a whole lot of discipline that we need to install in ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, it's gonna be a beautiful day. We rising up, getting in tune with our breath, getting in tune with our meditations, our yoga practices, and I love this drippy goggles I got. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be making more of this stuff, but I realize it's not about how you look. It's not, because you could put on all the crystals, you could put on all this, you could dress, you get locks done, whatever. But that's part of the outside. If you not building on the inside, bro, then you ain't gonna be getting far. So I got a lot of work to put in this year, man. Got a lot of work to put in. You know what I'm saying? I got a I got another star seed on the way. And even if I didn't have no star seeds, even if I ain't had no children, as a man, there's you gotta stand up for you gotta stand up as a woman, you gotta stand up in your purpose. There's so many children in this world that need love and guidance, and it's not getting that because this world is full of archons and demonic leaders, and and us so-called chosen ones, spiritual people, we cannot become that. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of gods, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got a lot of fallen angels and false gods. Like, I ain't gonna call out no names, but like, you got like Jay-Z and Diddy and damn, you got you know, a lot of these evil white men. I don't like tearing down my melanated brothers, but you know what I'm saying? Like, man, all these rappers is wicked. All these entertainers is just entertainers. A lot of people standing up for the truth and getting on the wave of the truth and getting on the wave of righteousness, getting on the way of the ancestors. But a lot aren't. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't care, and it's just not a good look. It's not gonna look good for our future as a collective, because we just gonna keep seeing the same shit. We're gonna see, you know, communities and homeless and zombies and people strung out on drugs and children run away from home. Children, you know what I'm saying? Like, the gang life need to be cleaned up. You know what I'm saying? Everything need to be cleaned up from like Pac said, how we eat, how we treat each other, everything. Like, everything needs to be cleaned up and cleansed. And it ain't gonna be no white people doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm saying that in the sense, like, okay, so-called white people can, you know, be plant-based and do yoga and be on a high vibration, cool. But you, most white people, they not caring or helping out the black community. They not giving back to the gods. They not showing no reverence. They not, uh, you know what I'm saying? They just doing for self. But it's like, you got all these young children in the hood, and you know, so many Aboriginal indigenous people are still suffering because of what so-called white people have done. And white people ain't even done shit besides lie. They ain't build shit. They ain't create nothing. They just trying to hop on to what's what's been going on for ancient times. But another thing before I leave, this is why we fail, man, in the first place. Why we fail is because the gods, the fallen angels, got consumed by their evilness. You know what I'm saying? They created the evilness. God created evil too. So what the fallen angels did was, they was in, you know, getting into sacrifice, getting into orgies and stuff, and what do you see a lot of gods doing nowadays? It's not Everything's happening right now. Look at Diddy. Look at everything that be happening, right? And I'm not here to be like, oh, look at Diddy, he evil, he wicked. No, I'm wicked. I'm wicked if I masturbate, if I'm lusting, if I'm overly drinking and smoking, overly eating, overly doing anything, bro. Overly getting caught up in the Matrix entertainment. We always want to point the finger, but never look in the mirror. But that's a realization. Realize. But the fallen angels fell because of the 7 deadly sins: greed, lust, envy, jealousy, wrath, gluttony, da 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 da. The list goes on. The fallen angels fell. You, the angle of light, you fell because you was getting lost in the matrix. You was drinking too much of that Jesus juice. And you know, the guys was having orgies. The guys was eating meat. The guys was killing. The guys was sacrificing. You know what I'm saying? And that's why the fallen angels fell into the flesh. And a lot of them kept doing it, kept furthering that demonic cycle. As they were in the flesh, they kept falling more, you know what I'm saying? Keep putting more evil into the world and to be a vessel for that evil. And that's why the fallen angels fell. Now, you have some beings that come into this realm that aren't necessarily fallen angels. You could say we are fallen angels, but maybe some beings came into this realm that are not necessarily fallen angels, but are just the children of the Most High that are going through either tests or going here to help the planet ascend and rise up. And that's like kind of a different situation because there's a lot of very pure-hearted beings. There's a lot of high vibrational energies and beings and angels that are on the planet to help assist us get it to the next level. You know what I'm saying? But we not, all these white people hiding behind spirituality is not it. It's all gonna be the original people, the Atlanteans, the Lemurians. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and a lot of spiritual white people, they don't even talk like that. They don't talk about the truth, you know what I'm saying? They don't talk about melanin. They don't talk about the original people. They don't talk about truth. So that's how you know they bogus. They just getting in a you know what I'm saying, in a fairy world with the shit. But you know, we know fairies is real. We know, you know, magical beings, dragons, unicorns, all that shit is real. You know what I'm saying? And then the higher realms, it do get beyond flesh. It does get beyond race and stuff like that. But we know who running shit, you know what I'm saying? The ancient mound builders, the ancient aboriginals, your so-called black people, melanated gods and goddesses, the Anunnaki gods, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I said a lot. I had to just express myself for today. But on the real though, I'm just making this video for myself. It's time to rise up. It's time to get galactic with it. If we want to get to that next level, we must do the work. And we must not succumb to our desires and fleshly ways, because that just adds to the trauma and the traumatic cycle that goes on forever. And if we cannot cleanse and clear this karma up this lifetime, who knows what we will have to do. And I've been through too much shit to come back. I'm not trying to come back. But once I'm in the spirit realm, I'll have work to do there. But as of now, I'm making another checkpoint, and we gonna go day by day, and we gonna have to raise our kundalini back up. You know what I'm saying? I don't got a lot of myself. I know what it is. I spilled my seed. It was unrighteous, and I realized that every time I spilled my seed, damn near 98% of every time I've ever ejaculated to spill my seed was unrighteous. It was not aligned to my highest good. It does not help me at all. It just took from me, took my chi energy, and it just gave my energy to the demonic cycle that I'm trying to rise up out of. And do I want to do this shit forever? No, because that's gonna be out sanity. So let's look at this little slide right here. Peace. So yeah, let's rise up, reflection. We got this. We're gonna rise up, and because I don't want to be on these videos talking about my traumas forever. If I'm ready to rise up, be my greatest version. So when I do that, I'm gonna have way more videos helping the world, being an example, helping, dropping knowledge and stuff like that. So stay tuned. We're gonna get it. I say.